We're back to show off more of the Biktrix models. You have hopefully already seen the review on the Biktrix Juggernaut, but today I'm here to show you the Stunner Step Through, and the Stunner X. 3 more models that we're gonna start offering immediately from Biktrix. You may notice something a little bit different from the bikes I normally carry. These 3 bikes are not fat bikes, or at least they don't have to be. Now, before I get into the specifics of each model, I want to remind you guys why I have models from Biktrix, a different bike company, in the first place. As many of you already know, lead times for electric bikes are extremely long. Now, however long you think they are, the time to develop and get a new model to production is far, far longer. I've had people asking for more cruiser models that are a little bit more laid back, relaxed, more step-through models. And so the quickest way for me to get more bikes that fit your needs sometimes isn't to develop Bolton e-bikes model, but instead partner with a company like Biktrix that already has a good model that fits what we're looking for, and as a plus, they have some of these in stock and ready for shipping right now. So thanks to Biktrix for offering a little bit of variety over at Bolton e-bikes. I'm happy to have these models here. Now let's get into the details of each one, because this is the Stunner Step Through, and the Stunner X. Starting with the most basic model, we have the Stunner Step Over. So this is a standard step over frame. You can see that it's got very big swept back handlebars. So if you're on the bike, you're gonna be in a very upright position. You're not gonna be leaned over like this, like some of the more aggressive positions on other e-bikes. This is what I would consider to be a standard, like beach cruiser style e-bike. The stem does have some adjustment as well, so if you want to tweak that a little bit more to your comfort, you can. The other cool thing about this bike is the simplicity of the drivetrain. Very nice setup here. We have a Bafang 750 watt mid-drive motor. This is the BBS02, and this is paired with a single speed chain going back to a 5-speed internal hub. So no wear and tear on a derailleur. There's less maintenance as far as the jockey wheels and the adjustments and things. Not to say that a internal hub doesn't have any maintenance required, but compared to a derailleur setup, it's very little. They're very easy to use. They're very resistant to dust and moisture and all sorts of things. Very simple drivetrain, but with a lot of power. So although this may look like a relaxed beach cruiser bike, you can take this up really steep hills. You can ride it wherever you'd like to ride it. It may not be the best for off-road aggressive type mountain biking trails just because of the riding posture, but it's got enough power to get you everywhere you need to go. And they come just like you see here, with hydraulic brakes, with fenders, racks. The bikes are completely outfitted with the basic accessories most people are asking for, including a nice, big, comfy seat. Now, like all Biktrix models, the battery and things like that have options. So if you want a bigger battery, there are bigger battery options during checkout. So you can get a lot of range out of these bikes, and you can kind of choose how much you want to spend versus how much range do you need. The bike comes with a nice color display, and you have all the basic functions that you would need. Battery voltage, it even has a clock for actual time, but miles per hour, wattage, trip meter, and you have a thumb throttle on the left. So yes, this bike has both pedal assist and a throttle. I already mentioned the nice hydraulic brakes, but everything else is really designed around making this a simple to use, very comfortable bike, including the comfort grips. And then there's also a very basic suspension fork just to soak up any of the little bumps and potholes in the road wherever you might be riding. Now, if you need something like the Stunner that's comfortable, it's laid back, it's got power, it's easy to use, but you need to be able to get on and off the bike a little bit easier, then thankfully there is the Stunner Step Through. Basically, the only difference between the two bikes is the frame. So this one is a step through, making it really, really easy to get on and off. But when it comes to the performance and everything else, you're basically getting the same bike as the Step Over Stunner that I just showed you. Now, of course, the bike comes with the rack and the fenders, also the headlight, the tail light, but it comes with all the accessories you see on the bike here. And finally, we have the Stunner X, which is very similar to the other models, most similarly the step-through. It is a step-through frame, making it very easy to get on and off. The handlebars are a slightly different style, but still swept back and very comfortable. We've also got the same 750 watt Bafang mid-drive motor. Where the bike differs a little bit are two main things. One is the fact that it uses a derailleur instead of the 5-speed internal hub. So if you prefer a derailleur for some reason, then this is an option on a very similar bike. And then the other big difference is the tire selection. The other tires were smaller, 2-inch or so wide tire options, what you'd see on a very standard beach cruiser type style of bike. The Stunner X, however, has a wider frame and a wider front fork, so you can get either 3-inch wide tires, which are going to give you a little bit more cushion, and they'll give you a little bit more traction on gravel and off-road. Maybe if you want to hit some sand on occasion, actually on the beach, it might be a better choice. Or you can go all the way up to a 4-inch actual fat bike tire. So if you like all of the comfort features of the bikes we talked about earlier, but you need the ability to go off-road in very loose, sandy conditions, or maybe even snow, then the Stunner X gives you a little bit more flexibility. So here is the Stunner Step Over, actually taking it for a ride. Very nice, very smooth, maybe a little bit too comfortable, but it is a lot of fun, and it has plenty of power. And if you need something that has all of the same comfortable features with the addition of the step-through frame, you can go with the Stunner Step Through. Finally, if you want the extra comfort or traction or off-road capabilities of a fat tire, you can get the Stunner X with the 3-inch or 4-inch wide tires seen here. You can now find all 3 of these models at boltonebikes.com. I also have the 3 seen in this video available for local test rides by appointment right now. So if you want to see the bikes in person, get your hands on them, or if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. They've been a lot of fun, and I think you'll have a lot of fun on them as well. If you want to know more about the Biktrix Juggernaut, you can go check out my video review right here.